my channel. So today I have a get ready with me because I am about to go salsa dancing. And that's probably not a move because I don't know how to salsa dance, but I'm gonna try. So I have this date night tonight. It's gonna be Kane, myself, and Chloe Morello and her boyfriend Seb as well. So they're pro salsa dancers, or like they do it like every week, and we have never ever been before, but I'm gonna give it a good crack tonight. And so I wanted to do a little bit of a transformative look today, and I'm kind of feeling like some sort of Shakira blonde vibes. So I've gone for a full head of hair because, you know, dancing, I gotta swing my hair. And then I've gone for some really, really smoky bedroom eyes. Now, I don't often do this look, but I've been wanting to wear it somewhere, and you know what? There's no better time to wear a super smoky eye than a nighttime date night event. So because I've got this smoky eye, I've left the rest of my face looking really nude, just a nude lip. I'm gonna have some gold jewelry on and a nice sort of swingy skirt. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna wear yet, so I need to go figure it out. But if you want to watch how I did this hair and makeup, just carry on watching. Alrighty, so let's rock and roll. I'm going to kick things off with primer, and it's like the last little bit of this primer that I have. Oh, I'm in one of those awkward phases where like a lot of my makeup is running out and I like desperately need to do a big shopping spree. Ken will love that. Alright, so I'm just gonna prime. And I'm gonna do quite a like muted nude base today. So not too much blush or anything, but I'm gonna keep it really quite brown and kind of a bit like of a golden browny glow. For under my eyes today, I'm just going to use one of these pigment sticks. This is really close to my color, which I'm actually really liking because sometimes I find under the eyes is a bit too light and it kind of makes me look a lot paler than necessary. So see how that is like kind of nice and light, but it's a pretty close pigment to my actual skin. So I'm going to bring this pigment stick up under the brows as well. Just there. I don't need to do the lids today because they're going to be so dark that it's not necessary at all. And I'm just going to colour in these annoying lines that I get. And then I'm going to go straight in with the darkest contour here. Normally I use this one, but I really want to look really quite bronzy and like almost, is it weird to think like sweaty? Not sweaty, but like really sun beaming down on me, bronzy kind of look. So I'm gonna try out this darker one. Hopefully it works. Ooh. Bronze up my shoulders a little bit as well, just to match in with the high contrast that I've got going on my face. Sometimes when I'm trying to look extra sun-kissed, I pop a couple of little dots of my dark contour onto my shoulders as well. And then you go in with this. This is the best thing ever. I've probably spoken about it before, but basically it's like a body shimmer and you just pop a little bit of that on your shoulders. I think I went a bit nuts with that. But getting back to what I was showing you, I then just rub that in. Check out that shimmer. And I'll make sure, as always, that I put all the products in the description below for you guys so that if you're interested in any of them, you know exactly where to find it. Okay, so just with my beauty blender, I'm just going to blend all of that in a little. Now I'm just gonna get my translucent powder and bake in my neck there, just so I don't get any makeup creases going on. So sometimes on my cheeks, if I feel like the concealer is a bit too thick or light, I'll go in with a bit of extra foundation just to dilute it a little bit and make it a bit easier to blend. So you can see that is a little bit less of an intense look. Makes it look a bit more dewy as well. Okay, next I'm going to move straight onto my eyebrows just while that bakes. I know that's a little messy, but that's going to be totally fine once I kind of brush it all off. So I'm going to just use a pencil today. I want to kind of like draw little lashes, so I've got that really messy look going on. Really bushy and messy. So I'm just going to do really light strokes and draw all the way along, colouring my brows in. And I'm just going to set that with a little bit of, it's like a brown coloured gel. It looks, can you see that? It's like I got a hairy finger. Gross. So I'm just want these inner brows to look really wispy and bushy. So I'm going to brush those up and kind of into the middle. And that'll do the trick. So super fierce brows. I know they look really dark right now, but once I've got the black eyes going on, they're just gonna blend right in. Okay, so now is about high time that I remove all this translucent powder from my face and stop looking like a complete crazy person. So I'm just gonna get my foundation and gently brush that all the way. First thing I'm going to do on the eyes before I start with my crazy smoky look is actually just put my transition color there. So I'm going to stick with my trusty sandalwood from my Huda Beauty palette and just get that. It's like a really nice browny, bronzy kind of color. And I'm just going to carve out my creases like that. Just really softly. You just don't want a black sort of smoky shadow to end abruptly, so it's really nice to layer something underneath to kind of let it smoke out a bit warmer. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to bring it right in here, sort of towards the nose a little. And I'm going to bring that right around under my eyes and really quite far down, like I'm going to be generous with this. Now normally I leave the inner part of my eye free, but today I'm going to bring this bronzy color right in there, right to the inner eyes. So what I'm going to do is, this is the Witchery palette here and it's got some really nice light shimmers. I'm going to take that shimmer there and just pop that in the middle. But kind of only underneath, not really up onto the lid because that's just going to be black. Then right under here, I'm going to actually transition to this gold shimmer here and just pop a little bit so that the transition is like you've got a light shimmer and then a gold and then I've got that coppery browny color there. So just a bit of a warmer shimmer. Now I want a little bit of shimmer just coming in here just under the brow bone as well, and I'm going to actually take this little highlighter palette. It's like a little Illuminator palette, and this copper color is exactly what I'm looking for, and I just want to dab a tiny bit there. And similarly I'm going to bring that around and underneath. Okay, so now I have a super coppery, shimmery look, but that is absolutely not what we're going for at all today. So I'm gonna go in with the black. In this palette here, I've got a choice between a matte and a shimmery black, and I'm gonna start with the matte and just pick it up with a little paddle like that and actually just color in my entire lid. Then without any product on here, I'm just gonna slowly start smoking that out. Now to just assist with that transition, I'm just gonna take a tiny little blending brush and again come in with the sandalwood and blend. Now I think that's blended really nicely, but I haven't got enough pigmentation on my lid, so I'm just gonna keep building that product. So I just want to tap on a little bit of that matte foundation under the eyebrow again, just to make sure that I've got that smooth gradient there. Right now, so I want to get the black in under the eyes as well. So I'm just going to start from the outside and build that inwards. Now as I start to get close to the center of my eye here, I want it to go pretty far in, but see how I've built this little bit of a highlight there? I'm going to stop just before I get right into the center of my eye. So I'm just going to kind of keep blending that and leave the little bit of a highlight there. And then I'm going to go back in with the sandalwood and kind of towards the outside. Soften the edges of that black a little. Okay, so next up, I just want to brighten up under here a little bit because when these bags aren't covered, I am not a happy camper. So I'm just going to grab one of these like powder contouring palettes and with a really light color, just make sure that any fallout is well covered. Now next I'm going to pop on some black eyeliner. I know it probably looks like it's not going to do an awful lot given my eyes are already so black, but when you do see me in person, you can see the eyeliner creating a bit of a shape and the texture is visible and things like that. So I'm going to go straight in with one of these little pots of gel eyeliner and just line my lash line and my waterline. Once I've done the lash line, I'm just going to blend that out into the shadow. So it looks more like really deep black that just kind of smokes away. Okay, so that's starting to look pretty good. Now, the one thing I'm not happy with is this highlight on the inside there isn't quite as pronounced as I'd like it to be. I kind of want it to be like real wet look shimmery. So I'm gonna try something that I've never tried before and hope that it doesn't completely ruin everything. But I'm gonna take one of these little liquid highlighters or liquid illuminators and actually dab that on the inside of my eye. So you can see there, this is actually the gold one. So let's see how that goes. Oh yeah. And then before I do some mascara, I'm just gonna bronze up my face. Next I'm gonna pop a little bit of this really pale kind of rose color blush on. I don't want to go too crazy with it, just a little bit of a color in my cheeks. And then I'm going to just finish off those eyes with a little bit of mascara. Now the next thing I want to quickly do is just define my nose a little, and I'm going to bring it right from the eyes downwards. So I'm just going to get a dark powder contour, but it's not too dark, it's kind of, there we go, that color there. And I'm just going to go from the eyebrow and kind of draw my nose a little thinner than it is. And then right down the center, I'm going to use this liquid highlighter here again. I'm sticking with the gold one. I kind of like the idea of it all being a bit gold and liquidy today. So just draw a line. So because I've got such intense eyes, I'm going to keep my lip super nude just to offset the crazy eyes. Now if I did like a red lip with this, I would look way overdone. So in order to avoid that, I'm just going to line my lips with nude. I really dig this color. It's by Giorgio Armani. And so I've kind of colored my entire lip in, but just to blend it out towards the center there, I'm going to go in with this Inglot. I made like this little palette for myself, so that light one there. Now just to set that into place, I'm going to use this Smashbox Insta-matte. This thing, oh no, I just used it with red. Okay, let me wipe it first. It's so cool because it's basically like a clear lip gloss that you put over the top, except it makes any lipstick matte. And the one thing that I hate with like nude lipsticks is that I feel like a lot of the time when you talk and everything, it all like gathers in the middle of your mouth. So this sets it without letting it move anywhere. See how like immediately that's even more matte? And it means I've got like movement in my lips. Like it's not like, oh, I've got matte lipstick on, I can't smile. I hate the feeling of them when they like restrict the way that you can move your mouth. So this is like, you know, you can smile and talk normally and you've still got a matte lipstick on. So the reason I felt like going so intense with my eyes today is, first of all, salsa, and second of all, because I don't know if you can tell, but I've actually lightened my hair a little bit. So, well, not really lightened, like the top is darker, but the highlights are way brighter. So I'm doing that because guess what? It's springtime! Well, here in Australia anyway. So what I've done is I've actually got myself a new pair of Luxys and they're in the dirty blonde color. So I thought what I would do is try out just putting like blonde and chestnut extensions through my hair and kind of making it a bit of a blonde hairstyle. And the only time I ever think I can pull off these eyes is when I've got kind of like light or blonde blonde hair. So I'm gonna clip them in now and I'm gonna get a little messy hairdo going on. Now I've shown you guys how I do this in a couple of other tutorials, but basically what I'm doing is layering this one with this one, and the idea is that these ones go underneath and this one goes on top, because underneath and on top here I've always got like the dark hair, and then these bits of highlights will shine through above. I am so nervous and excited to go to salsa. I've never done it before. And we're going with like Chloe Morello and her boyfriend Seb, and they are pros. So I'm interested to see how this is gonna go. But I definitely feel like some long locks will come in handy when I'm like dancing around. Like that's gonna help me. Okay, so at this level here, I've got a really handy hack for you. So if you are doing the balayage type thing and mixing a highlight shade into your normal color hair or darker color hair, here's a good trick. You can get one of these dark brown kind of, it's called Magic Retouch, and it's by L'Oreal. And basically it's meant to touch up your roots if you have like regrowth or something, but you can also just spray that right onto the tops of the highlight extensions to hide the clip a little bit, so that you don't have this insanely blonde clip just in and amongst your dark hair. See the difference between that and that? So I'm actually going to bring that down a little and basically make myself balayage highlights. Now this wash is out, so you don't have to worry too much, but it just kind of means that I don't have these crazy blonde clips showing through. See how blonde I look? So crazy. Now just gonna get some grit going at the top here with some dry shampoo, and I'm actually going to pop a little bit into the lengths as well, because I'd like to have kind of a textured hairstyle. So just to get that transition a bit more seamless and blended, I'm gonna throw a few curls into it. Now I don't want it to be like super curly. Oh, there's dry shampoo visible there. And I kind of want to make some bangs like this. So that's the idea. Now with this, I'm just gonna curl for like 1, 2, 3, drop. That's it, that's all I wanna do. No, that's not all I want to do. Gotta give it a little longer than that. So let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6 is the magic number. So I'm just gonna grab random pieces, primarily ones that are here towards the top that have the, you know, the hair transitioning from my hair to extensions. And I'm just gonna throw a couple of messy curls in there. And there we go. Suddenly I am a smoky-eyed, big-haired blonde chick. So cool. So I am loving this look. This is like totally feeling these vibes for salsa tonight. One sec. I'm gonna finish it off with some oversized gold earrings, and then I'll be ready to go. Ta-da! Now I have to go and learn the basics of salsa dancing, but I think it's gonna be a super fun date night. I hope you guys had fun getting ready with me and doing this full transformation today, and I just feel so in the mood to go out and like, swing my hair and go have some serious fun. So I will chat to you guys next time. Let me know if you have any requests of look that you would love for me to try, because I love experimenting and having fun with different looks. I hope you have a fabulous night. Catch you next time. Bye.